Forza Horizon 3. If there was a People's Choice Forza Horizon game, it would be this one. And do I feel the same? Well, let's find out today. This is so weird to be back, and actually the first time I'm playing this in 120 FPS, which you won't actually be able to see because YouTube limits it to 60. However, it looks incredible to me. Every time I jump back to this game, I am so impressed by this garage area. Just being able to see out into the distance, it looks beautiful, looks stunning. Right, let's get on with it. Since the last time I checked this game out, I am running on an NVIDIA GPU again this time. Previously, I was on an AMD one, and it had like graphical glitches out the arse. Now, however, it seems a little bit more stable. Oh no, it's Kira.
I think we should try and get them to sign up to your lineup.
They're signing up for the... Go away, let me do what I want to do. Something that I kind of forget about a lot with this game is the city. Okay, not actually forgetting the city, because that is one of the reasons that people really like this map. If anything, I think this is people's favorite map still to this day. And I get it because of the amount of just variety in it. You've got literally everything, as we'll find out as we play today. But first off, most importantly, actual city. Proper big buildings, skyscrapers, lower tier buildings. We got monorail, rail, something or other. Some kind of rail. It's amazing. Americans are like, what's that? You got medium density, low density, high density. I mean, the city as it exists makes very little sense, but it's absolutely beautiful. And I gotta be honest, I should probably give it a little bit more respect because look at it. I love big cities. So this game has everything, and when I say everything, has everything. So we got a big-ish city. If anything, Edinburgh is actually bigger from Forza Horizon 4, but nonetheless, this is a pretty cool city to see. It feels like it should have just been all here as well. We have that super long highway, which if anything is really short by comparison to the new. I can't believe how much smaller this map actually is. Like in my head, it just wasn't this small. And of course, we've got the smaller kind of main area that you start at the beginning. Byron Bay. I thought this was Byron. Oh, this is Surfer's Paradise. Okay, I thought that was Byron Bay. To be honest with you, instead of actually doing races like I kind of tend to do at the beginning straight away normally, where are you going? No, we're supposed to race that way. All right, well, I bloody won't then. You'll spawn elsewhere. It's fine. I really just want to take a little bit of a drive. This is... I was saying that the Lego map was like the best city. Here you go with the like low density housing where it's stupid. Everything should be high density. Let's take them on head to head. I don't know why it's got that. Is it just extra money that I get for going against this person? I believe it. Why is that solid? I think I'm actually going to lose. What the frick? This is horrendous. This has not gone well at all. You can definitely tell the limitations of the hardware at the time. Again, I'm playing on PC, but you know, what limitations? Shut up, head-to-head loss. The roads are not detailed. There's a lot of... You'll notice this in Need for Speed Payback as well. If you go from one side of the map to the other, you just got these long sections where there's literally nothing. And it's usually a special section where they deload where you've been and load where you're going. It's a pretty cool way of loading without loading. I mean, you gotta remember, we were on hard drive still at this point, and we're talking like the slowest bargain bin bullshit they can find. We're talking 80 megabytes a second. No, that would be too good a drive. We need, mate, if you ever put an SSD in a PlayStation 3, holy, a life-changing experience. Anyway, we are now transitioned to the deserty area, and you know, because this was the first map to have like a desert in the map, I didn't hate it. I now would say I'm really, really drained of deserts, and I'm so happy we're not going to... Japan doesn't have deserts, does it? We are going to need a little bit of a break from deserts, and that's for damn sure. But this game, as it kind of stands, is exactly the same as Forza Horizon to this day stands. And it's pretty important to kind of realize. So if there are people out there that are like, I was done with Forza Horizon 3, Forza Horizon 4, I was done with it. Just know there's a kind of valid reason as to why people may think that, because it's been the same. I have to say, one thing I've really noticed is my mood is just instantly lifted when I come to a place like this. It's bright, it's beautiful. It's like when you arrived from Forza Horizon 5 to the Crew Motorfest with this beautiful, bright, sunny, palm tree, sexy blue water. Oh, it made you go, damn, this is beautiful. It's really inviting. It's really exciting. And I think in a way that they even couldn't do on the Crew 2 themselves. Hey, it's the slab train. A nice little dip in the road there. Nice little turn in the road there. Am I going basically the same way that I was previously? Yeah, I am. Yeah. But it's a sunrise now, or a sunset. I don't know. Because it's basically the same engine as Forza Horizon 5, this still feels like, if it came out today, it'd be like, this is a good-ass game. Something I remember back in my head, Forza Horizon 2 was the wet roads, and oh my goodness, were they beautiful. And of course, I'm going to have to buy an Xbox to see that. Or at least I guess go and get one. I do still have the last gen Xbox, so I gotta just use that, right? It's just not in my vicinity right now, so I got some decisions to make. Maybe it's time to buy a Series SX. I think there's going to be more of a genuine reason to buy the next Xbox that's coming out when, you know, you mostly buy. It's going to apparently let you play Steam games from other, you know, other storefronts, essentially. Then just go to the Epic Games and blah, blah, blah. And it's kind of gonna just run Windows. I mean, we're already kind of mostly there, but this one's going to be a full push. And, you know, it could be the home box to have. If Microsoft abandoned course right now, I don't know what to tell you. That would be a stupid move. Because if I'm considering it, hey, you know, they may be onto something. I like cross-save. I like cross-play. I like multiple systems, platforms. But I don't like buying the game multiple times. So, no, Slap! Hey, yo, Slap's gonna do it! He's gonna do it! Oh, I just remembered one thing we can check out in this game. It's gonna be returning to Forza Horizon 6. Oh my god! Oh my god! He's done him! He's done him in! Why is my license plate flashing? What is going on? Oh, it's the reflecting the lights on the runway. I feel like this game used to get so much darker than the new ones. Give me that money. 16 grand. That's really not much money. It's like nothing. Oh, here we go. Got the wheel spins. And it's gonna... This spin could win you an Alfa Romeo. And it's gonna win you 25G. 50G. What? Oh, it's the VIP. Let me see if I can find the thing I'm talking about. Here it is, Horizon Car Meet. Does it change the time of day when I go in here? Because it's really dark. Hey, it does. Look at the wet roads. Okay, this is a car meet. And this is basically what's returning in Forza Horizon 6. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen a lot of people quite excited about this, so I'm not going to piss on your bonfire too much. But I did see some mentions of, like, you could possibly walk around. Now, if they do that, that's kind of sick. I, however, kind of assume they're gonna have the same situation as this, and your driver will stand next to the car, and you could be like, oh, I want that outfit. Just like how you can kind of select one of these cars. For example, I really like this. Who doesn't like a Murcielago? So if we click on that, design unavailable, tune unavailable, car unavailable. Well, the intent is that I could actually take this car, buy this car, drive this car. Hey, can I rev it? What the hell? I just go up and steal this man's whip, just get in it? And is he letting me do this? Or she? And it gives you a list of the players available in the car meet. You know, it's a nice feature. It's one of those where I genuinely don't really get why they bothered. It doesn't add much to the experience unless there has the ability to walk around and like explore an area on foot. That could be a really unique style of gameplay. Forza's always done really well about having doors that can open, like the animations. Could they? All right, let's get out of here. I want to know. Looking at this game, you know, they've definitely made improvements on the lighting model on the cars. This looks plastic. Very plastic. And I think the biggest other thing, because the detail in the environment is definitely lesser, and I think that's the big one. Again, you got to remember, this was designed for Xbox One specifically, and it was kind of in the middle of the generation of the Xbox One. It's pretty limited. It's pretty barren. It's pretty basic looking, but I guess they've really been pushing it these days. Something in my head was telling me that the festival playlist existed in this game. Am I wrong? But anyway, I do remember the Forza-thon, and this is where I got into serious trouble. They created the Paul Walker crash into a tree challenge. It was not me. Don't put this on me, okay? They made the challenge. That was, I guess, their early take at it. Whether, again, I don't think they had the festival play. I think it was the Forza-thon stuff, kind of trying to be early version of it. I forget about this car every time. I forget about a lot of the cars in this game. They went kind of ham with the body kits for quite a while in this for some reason. Also, I've noticed, I don't know why this is the case, but the discrepancy in the quality of these pictures. For example, this is blurry. This is sharp. Blurry, sharp. Blurry, sharp. Is it because I haven't customized them yet? Ah, but that's definitely customized, but that's blurry. Intricate details, my friends, intricate details. Look at the state of this thing. Who thought this was a good idea to let me build this absolute monstrosity? God, it's slow. It's not quick, is it? Oh, stunning Celine. Right, I think I spent enough time in the desert, so let's continue on. Funnily, when I kind of think about those connecting sections on the map, actually, part of the map that I would consider those connecting sections is this. The forest area, kind of between the beginning of the map and then I haven't discovered this road. Why is that Lamborghini parked on my brain is just being pulled in many different directions. I feel like this biome was built as one of the transitional ones, but it's still one of the most memorable areas. Probably because this is where the demo was, and I feel like the demo road I drove at like 50 million times at E3 and stuff. I tie this. This was my last Xbox E3 before they binned me off. And then it was all Ubisoft and EA, baby. The Eclipse? Hang on a second. Horizon 4, did they miss the Eclipse out and then bring it back to FH5 again? I feel like, am I just having a brain fart or am I being factual here, folks? I don't know. What I do know, I'm having a lot more respect for this map than I kind of give it for when I'm not playing the game. It's nice to have these refreshers. That's why we're playing. But you can tell their map design is a little more primitive at this state. They haven't really got the flow of this environment should look cool. Right now, it just looks a bit flat and crap. All right, they really haven't figured out the elevation properly at this point. And it definitely progressed as they went because these areas, this is the least interesting map design I think I've ever seen. Also, what the hell's going on with the screen? Was the rain this aggressive? I don't remember the rain being this aggressive, but I do remember the rain kind of feeling like satisfying. Okay, this is good. It should have been a steeper drop though, I think, into it. Yeah, the rain was, I don't know, it felt satisfying in a way that not as good as Horizon 2, but it's still pretty good. And it's just gone already, by the way. It's just disappeared. Okay. I don't know. In my head, this was kind of, well, obviously, it was the peak of the series before Game Pass. And I know that's kind of special. Because being real, this is probably the best-selling Forza Horizon that ever existed. And will probably ever exist. Unless they, you know, change the plan a little bit. But it's kind of weird to think about. All right, let's do some more racing. So this was the last game that they did this. They had something similar in FH2. The bucket list blueprint. Yeah, it was the bucket lists. And they just became blueprints in this game. This was the very early stage of creating custom events. And quite frankly, it was shit. Not the bucket lists themselves. Those are actually pretty interesting sometimes. But the actual creation of those events was really limited. Impeccably basic. But it was the beginning of what you now just kind of take for granted in Forza Horizon. The ability to make anything. Okay, not anything, but a race. What in the hell is this? Okay, I've taken someone's event on and this is not good. I'm driving a Mini Cooper and doing a jump. Race to the jump. Okay, they've spawned me the wrong way. This was also a limiting factor because you can only have certain spawn points. Brilliant. So what we're doing here is an event where someone has crafted a very exciting jump challenge. Whoa! Hey! You know, part of me actually thinks this handling feels a little bit more stable, a little bit nicer than some of the later games a little bit, maybe. Hey! Whoa! Hey, I beat Juice Cannon. Whoa! That's so sick, mate. 3 grand! Would you like to send this to friends? No, I would not. Hey, yo, that's kind of cool. It's just parked right here. Isn't that nice? Just want to say, this loads so fast. I don't even know how to process. All right, let's try and Bugatti my way to the win of this race. That livery, oh, the low texture quality liveries. Yes. Yes, Bugatti. With a wing on it. The handling definitely feels more stable. There's no way that I built this stable car. Right? Maybe I did. Just by building it properly. Maybe the upgrades weren't as aggressive because this speed feels a little sluggish. A little slow. And he's done it. He's won it. 48 grand? But yeah, this highway was all we had for top speed. And it genuinely was over before you could blink. I feel like even the Forza Horizon 5 highway is 3 times as long. This is 230 miles an hour. It feels like I'm going 50. Whoa, I'm going too fast. This is installed on an SSD. What do you mean? This is on an SSD. What the f? Oh, maybe I am very much emulating a bloody Xbox One. It wasn't just this game, to be fair. That whole generation, Xbox One, PS4. My goodness. Hard drives really... Remember Need for Speed Rivals, even. Mate, if you play that thing on PS3, you are on another level of God, because that shit would despawn roads. You would fall through the bastard. But yeah, you just want to demonstrate it. Like, look at this. I'm on the end of the highway here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to teleport over to... We've done most of the map, but let's go here, I guess. Here's the loading, and we're here. Like, it's so much quicker than the Forza Horizon 5. I do wonder if the new one, because it's going to be new gen only, how much quicker it is going to be to load the map. I don't think it's going to be that quick. That was fast. And I have to say as well, this was one of the first games that they added the auction house in here. What in the disgust is that? Hold on, the Urus was in this game? What? Does the auction house work? How does the auction house work? Anyway, the Urus in this game? What? My brain just isn't processing this right now. There's no way. Really? It feels like it's a newer kind, generations ago that this game came out. But anyway, the auction house went out to the game. Of course, it was in Forza Motorsport 4 first, but this was, you know, whether you think it's a good thing or a bad thing now and how they, you know, milk you dry based on the auction house. Nonetheless, it's a really cool concept that I wish other games would adopt. It's something I just don't understand why other games don't adopt. Okay, I know why. It's to avoid cheating. But I don't give a damn. I have had most people... listen, how many people play PvP? It can't be the majority. I don't give a crap. Let people just muck around with the game. I can't... It's a game, for God's sake. Oh, yeah, and this was the first game with my RCF. Mwah. No, it wasn't. I think there's one with a wide body, though. That's what I meant. Not that mine had a wide body on it, but like... You know, I wanted one. So we're ranking these games as a revisit experience, a replayable experience, as it were. I've got to be honest, this is probably the least replayable game that there is. As much as I dislike the festival playlist and whatever, I feel like right here, I've just been thrown into a game that I've completed, and I would have to basically try and start over to have any feel again. But there's the festival upgrading, like the sites upgrade, and that's kind of nice. So there is that, to be fair, and it does hold up to being a pretty damn good game still. And I think the online works again now, so like, where does that leave us? I need some time. Okay, I've had enough time. I'm gonna take Forza Horizon 3 and I'm gonna place it here. That is my decision. You can disagree, but I think you're wrong. Okay, I don't, but that's my opinion. I've seen the next one.